Hey everybody, Nathan Ronen, CFA here, with some final words for Level 3 candidates who are going to be taking their exam in August of 2025. This is also applicable to anybody who's taking it in February of 2026 or August of 2026. But I'm especially reaching out to those people that are going to be taking their exam in the next couple of weeks because I'm getting literally bombarded with questions about, hey Nathan, I just got my exam graded by you. I got a good understanding of what I need to do, but I wanted to ask a couple of questions like, how do you know that I need to do it this way? How do you know I need to do it that way? Blah, blah, blah. So I want to share this kind of information with everybody, which I think will help. So if you care to listen, please do so. If you'd like to continue receiving these updates as I post them on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, feel free to press the subscribe button and the notifications bell now so that you can see them as they're posted on social media. Okay, I am literally swamped with grading Level 3 mock essays. I'm happy to do this. I have been doing this for a very long time. I have been grading mock exams for, exams that I've been producing for many, many years. And one of the questions I get all the time is, hey, Nathan, could you give me some idea here? I see why you are stating what you're stating, but would I have really lost all these points? How do you know that? Or, how do you know this kind of guidance? People are very curious. They want to know what are the 7 spices that Kentucky Fried Chicken is using when they make their chicken. It's pretty amazing, but it's okay. I'm happy to disclose it. I don't generally talk about it so much, but I am going to disclose it here. I have been a grader for the CFA Institute years ago, and I graded Level 3 essays for years, and for also Level 2 essays when Level 2 was a partial essay exam as well. But I primarily was asked to grade Level 3 essays. Now, I want to be upfront. That does not mean, very clearly, that does not mean that I know what the essays are going to be on your exam. That does not mean that the essays that I have in my mock exams are going to be directly 100% correlated with the questions on your real exam. That is not a fair statement to make. I would love to do that, but realistically, that's not true, okay? However, having been a grader for the CFA Institute and having graded mock exams for over 25 years, I bring a lot of information to the table, which is very helpful to you. If you are a retaker, or even if you're a first-time exam taker, you might want to listen a little bit further and consider something. Since 50% of your actual Level 3 exam is essays, 11 essays combined from the first session and the second session, you don't want to play with these 50%, okay? It is the make or break for most candidates. I can't say for every single candidate that fails, but it is the make or break for most candidates that fail the Level 3 exam, okay? And it can make the decisive factor between passing and failing. All right, Nathan, what are you going to do? What are you pitching now? Relax, okay? What I'm going to tell you is the following. Grading your own exams, your own mock exams, number one, isn't very beneficial because you can't be, objective about it, and you can't, you're going to many times say, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's correct. Or be too hard on yourself. No, well, I didn't exactly say those words. That's not good grading, okay? The other factor is that there are people who are willing to grade your exam. There's always somebody that's looking to make money. But the question is, did they even take the CFA exam? Did they take the Level 3 exam? Number one. Number two, were they ever a grader? Meaning, were they ever a grader for the CFA Institute, or are they just going to grade your exam and they have no background in it? They're just going to be like, well, I'm a charter holder, so I can grade it. I wouldn't go for that either. I would check 2 things. Can I get my exam graded? Number one. And number two, who's going to grade it? Is it going to be somebody who's got experience grading CFA exams and has actually done it for the CFA Institute? That's really important. That is something that I am happy to do for candidates. That's why I have my mock exams, and people, flock to them a lot, and I would like you to flock to it as well, because I don't want to see any candidate sit for an exam twice or 3 times or even 5 times. Why would you want to do that? Make the small investment in your success. Make the small investment. Get one of the mock exams, or 2 of them or 3 of them. Do them, submit them to me, and let me show you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, why you're not getting all the points. And I can tell you from many years of experience of grading CFA Level 3 exams that a lot of candidates are answering the questions, giving a lot of information, but getting minimal points because they're truly not addressing the question. They're not giving the graders what they're looking for. Now, I could say this in multiple videos, and I could continue to say this all the time and until I'm blue in the face. But until you actually experience what I'm talking about by doing a mock and having my feedback on it, you won't understand. Oh, well, Nathan, what kind of feedback are you going to give me? Are you just going to say like -1, -2? No. Of course, I'm going to do that because you got to know how many points you would get. But I will also provide you with feedback right there and then. Why, how, vague, income, whatever the issue is. And then after I've graded it all, you will have a summary page, usually a page or a page and a half on your online exam, telling you exactly what you're doing wrong, what you need to improve on, what you're doing right, whether what can you do specifically to improve your scores. And this is very, very enlightening. Most candidates are like, wow, I didn't realize I'm that vague, or wow, I didn't realize that that's what you mean by the command word. Trust me, it's very, very helpful to you. And if it gets you over the fence and gets you to pass, it's worth it. Doing 10, 20, 30, 5, 8, 15 mock exams and you get no feedback on them isn't really, really a good strategy. Could you still pass? Of course you could still pass. But why take that chance? Because restudying for the exam in February or August of next year is just a lot of waste of time, wasted energy, and money. For the price that you're paying for a mock exam that's going to be graded with feedback and it gets you over the fence, you have eliminated all of that extra time, and time is money. So again, I think it's really important to get that kind of feedback, to understand what's going on, to better align yourself for the exam on exam day, and have the confidence when you walk into the exam that you are giving the graders what they're looking for. Okay. Now, as an exam grader of my own mock exams and having worked for this and done it for the CFA Institute for a number of years, you're going to get that expertise. You're going to get that experience. And you know how many people actually call me after they get their scores and they want to discuss it or they want to debate it? Virtually zero. Because the information or the direction is very, very crisp, it's very direct, and it's very clear. Okay, and sometimes one person will say like, hey, I just want to talk to you about my, my approach, I know you said this, but, can you maybe give me a little bit more hints? Sure, no problem. But people do not really complain about the scoring because they see where they're going wrong, and they can't see it if they just grade themselves. Okay, that's kind of like what I wanted to point out to you, that I'm here to help you to pass this exam. Whether you've had me as an instructor or not, whether you're using another prep provider, that's fine. Make the investment, try it out before your exam on whatever it is, August 17th to August 19th, and do at least one of the mocks that I have and get the benefits of the feedback and see where you stand. Good luck to you on the Level 3 exam, and I'm really excited I can share this information with you, and I wish you all the best whether you work with me or you don't work with me in passing your Level 3 exam this month. Have a good day.